What trouble are you up to? Yeah.
I'll just do it if you don't want to. Okay, so great. Thanks everybody for showing up. I didn't introduce myself to you earlier. My name is Bob Polk. I'm going to say this. I'm Dr. Bob Polk because I am a scientist. I think we're all gathered here because we care about knowledge and not the kind that you make up. But honestly, I wanted to, with all of you, set this up so that we could offer our appreciation at this location, in front of our Capitol, to a man that has been leading the way on this issue and many other issues that we care about. And I simply wanted to offer you, sir, a gift of our appreciation. It's a hat that has our logo on it for Indivisible, plus the marks for science. And with no further ado, I'll turn it over to our representative.
I guess this works. Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day.
Thank you so much for being part of the Science March. I love science. I'm reading this book on anti-gravity. I can't put it down. In it, Schrodinger's cat walks into a bar. It doesn't. Aaron, this is the name Pavlov rings a bell. Actually, my favorite. I'm really going to trust you. Werner von Heisenberg was stopped by the police for speeding. And the cop asked him, said, "Professor Heisenberg, do you know how fast you're going?" He said, "I have no idea, but I know exactly where I am." That's pretty educated. We stand here today only because of science. And think of the gifts that science has given us. Copernicus put the sun at the center of our solar system. Galileo discovered the moons of Jupiter. Occam gave us a razor. And Heisenberg gave us a little uncertainty. Albert Einstein gave us relativity. Isaac Newton gave us gravity. Ohm and Moore and Avogadro and Boyle gave us laws. Roger Bacon gave us the scientific method. Mendel gave us genetics, and then Darwin showed us how it worked in evolution. Galen taught us anatomy. Joseph Lister gave us modern surgery. Planck kept us constant. And Marie Curie died for radioactivity. Hubble showed us the universe, and E.O. Wilson took us down to the world of ants. Rosalind Franklin gave lots of encrypted keys to unlock DNA. And Niels Bohr interpreted quantum mechanics. Jane Goodall taught us all about our common nature with chimpanzees. And Rachel Carson woke us up to the dangers of DDT. Stephen Hawking burst open our imaginations with black holes. And Bill Nye became the science guy. And one of the highlights is having Bill come visit us over in the Capitol across the street, which meant we got retweeted to like 20 million people. Look, the length and quality of our lives, the health of our societies, the possibilities of progress, the solutions to poverty, disease, violence, hunger, all of these things are completely dependent on science. Science is the most powerful force in the world, and even the evolution of mankind. And I'm here to tell you something that's a little sad, which is that science is clearly under attack. It's under attack in the Capitol, it's under attack in the White House, and this is just a disaster. The science should not be partisan. This is not about Democrat or Republican or liberal or conservative. This should be about what the facts are. We test our hypotheses, we create them, we test them, we reevaluate, and keep moving on. And just look at it, the chairman of our House Science Committee, which I am mostly delighted to serve on. However, the chair of our Science Committee, I'm quoting from the Post, he's tried to undermine air pollution regulations. He says they're not backed up by science. He's tried to slash NASA's budget for Earth sciences. He's ridiculed the peer-reviewed grants of the National Science Foundation. And he is fought against what he calls, quote, climate change religion. And then you have the president. And you just figure that back to the EPA, massive cuts to NIH, ARPA-E, the National Science Foundation, NOAA, and of course the EPA, which I think is looking at 65 separate programs to be cut, up to 20% of the workforce. These are the people that give us clean air and clean water. And probably the saddest part of the first quarter of 2017 has been the Congressional Review Act, where President Trump assigned laws to repeal the Obama Clean Power Plant regulations, the Obama Clean Water, the stream protection rules, the internet privacy rules, and so much more, and ozone still to come. The hatred of science, of knowledge, of learning, is not new. Frightened people desperately trying to hang on to their power and their money, have been afraid of science for millennia. Because science is the great democratizing force that empowers each and every one of us. And what we have to do is just fight as hard as we can for the value and the integrity of science today, tomorrow, and in the years to come. You know, the science, I think, we can actually realize certain unalienable rights, life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. So I'm so glad we have so many of them come out today. Science makes us free, science makes us powerful. Let's make sure all of our elected officials, including Marcus Simon, who represents the city of Beyer, the center of the universe, Galileo, Copernicus is wrong. Just make sure all of us, that we hold our elected officials of all parties responsible for the highest possible values with our science. Thank you. Tell lots of science jokes. Make sure that we celebrate science today. Yeah. Let's get lots and lots of young people saying, I don't want to be a lawyer, I don't want to be a car dealer, I want to be a scientist.
The only thing I have left for you all is, this doesn't look like a rowdy crowd, but the Capitol Police and the permit said that we are not allowed to organize and march with chants and signs up when we use the sidewalk to go down to the National March. So, that's my last announcement. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
Let's go have fun.